This is a Fergerson Radiostar. Fergerson were quite a big name in the UK back in the 60s and 70s, and even before that with their valve radios. This was made by, or supposedly made by the Thorn company that bought out Fergerson. Cheap sort of transistor radio, pretty lackluster really, and it's incredibly deaf as well, this particular radio. So I was just taking the back off to have a look inside to see if I can make it any better. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it anyway, but it's just to sort of have a look inside really, so what it's like. And when you open up inside, sure enough, it's all Japanese components inside. It's sort of using Japanese IF coils, and it's an audio, I think it's an audio chip there, probably the FM decoder there, an audio chip all in one. Looks like a Taiwanese speaker, but it's quite nicely made in sort of respect was all these connections are removable if you want to service it. I don't suppose they're designed to be serviced. You can unplug these connections and plug them back in when you finish. They're not soldered, so it's sort of, there's a bit of thought gone into it there, I suppose. But it's pretty insensitive. It works alright in long wave and medium wave, but VHF is very poor. There's not really a lot to go wrong in one of these really. I mean, as long as your front end hasn't been zapped by a lightning strike, which is unlikely considering it's it's only got a internal aerial. It's not going to be connected to an external aerial. There's not a lot to go wrong. So really the purpose of this video tonight is just a time waster video, and then just have a little tweak with it and see if we can get it to respond any better than it is now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through an IF alignment stage first and see if we get any improvement in performance. I don't expect it to be far out because sets like this are usually pretty good anyway. I don't know if it's been apart before. I don't think it has. But we'll run through a quick sort of alignment now. It's going to be a non-sweeping alignment. I'm just going to peak the FM because we're not worried about fidelity too much. We'd rather have the sensitivity. So what I'll do is I'll connect IF into the front end of the set, and I'll inject the 10.7 straight into the aerial. There's no manuals available for this, so we're going sort of a bit blind really. Okay, so we're injecting the 10.7 in now with the Rogan Schwartz, and I'm going to connect my Hewlett Packard AC voltmeter to the earphone jack, which is good because I don't have to listen to that whinging noise all the time. Okay, that's our audio level here. Now I've downloaded some information on coils and things, and it looks to me like these two coils here are the AM IF. That's the AM oscillator coil, AM oscillator trimmer. This looks like first FM IF. That looks like the second FM IF, and I think that's the discriminator. So we're modulating with a AM signal at the moment, about 45% 45% modulation on AM. So what we're going to do first is, sorry, not on AM, we want FM. Let's get this right. So we're modulating with a 40 kilohertz deviation, and we're going to try and peak this HP meter by adjusting these coils. So we know we're at 10.7. We want the maximum signals on the meter here. So let's have a tweak. Let's go up a little bit. Okay, let's peak that up slightly. So just going to reduce the RF slightly. So we're going to the second IF. This one's very sensitive. See how sensitive it is to a screwdriver. That's why you should never use metal tools when you're messing about with IF transformers and any RF section tool. So we need a little plastic tool. This is fine. I'll just adjust this. It's going down. Let's come up a little bit. Back a bit. So let's peak the IF. We're at 10.7, so that's pretty good. We'll try it at a lower RF signal. Turn the gain up a bit. Just go through it again just to check it. So we're looking for peak again. The meter's a bit jumpy now because it's picking up a lot of static because the RF, the signal generator's been turned right down. Let's have a tweak. Very, very jumpy. Don't think I'm going to get it any better than it was. So that's pretty well aligned. And then get back to where it was if I can. That's the best I'm going to get it. And then what I'm going to do is an old trick for nulling out the discriminator, is AM rejection. So I'm injecting an AM signal in now. I'm going to adjust this blue core for minimum signal strength, or minimum audio output, and that should give me the correct response from the ratio detector or FM discriminator, whatever it is. So we're coming down. There we go. It's peaking up again. It's the null point just there, and that in theory will be maximum sensitivity. We disconnect the. Now this is the IF. This isn't the RF section. Pull the aerial up a bit. Actually, the aerial's not even plugged in at the moment, so let's connect that up. Okay.
John Osborne's played Back in Anger.
So it's working, and it's definitely an improvement than it was.
Or a tenor, as we usually call it.
So the audio sounds fine, so it shows that the discriminator is probably well aligned. Anyway, thanks for watching. I think that will do for this radio. It's only what lives in the garage. Yeah, a nice old, well, not nice, but another typical sort of British built radio that's gone to the